All right, so you're looking to settle in Grassfield because of the reviews, maybe the reputation of the school. You want to get your kids into that school district. And you're curious to just how far your money will go. Today we're going to explore one of the most popular areas in Chesapeake, the high school district, at different price points. Let's get after it. All right, if you haven't already checked out niche.com, greatschools.org, or schooldigger.com, those are all great resources. But I tell you what, comment down below what has been the best resource that you have found. We've got plenty of military that move in and out of the area. You guys are the most familiar with moving from one place to the next every few years. So help a brother out or sister out. Comment down below what you have found to be the best resource in vetting school districts. All right, so moving on to the different price points, let's look at our first one. 430 San Roman Drive, $270,000, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,360 square feet. This is, I believe, right there on the Las Gavitas Golf Club area. At $270,000, this townhome is a pretty great deal. This is active as of May 12th when this is filmed. And let's just take a look at these photos. Now, this is pretty awesome. I would say whoever paid for these photos paid for some really nice photography at this price point. You don't always see agents paying this close attention. That roof looks somewhat newer. It is uncommon to have a garage at this price point in townhomes, so this is a huge bonus. That roof looks like in great condition. They did a great job on the landscaping, well done. Got some nice floors in there. That banister rail looks upgraded and new. That's not that common in this area, and the trim work in the built-ins is a nice little touch. Again, you don't always see that at this price point in this area. Nice updated bathrooms. Oh, found a little mistake. Somebody forgot to put the light bulb in. Hey, if you're gonna list your home, go through, replace the light bulbs that are out, and make sure that all the light bulbs are the same hue. Not all of them will be the white. You don't want them all blue. You don't want them all yellow. It doesn't matter, one way or the other. Just pick one color and go with that color. Man, I'm further impressed at this price point to have all this like detail work in the ceiling. It's very clean. Great job on decorating. I like the openness here. It looks like they potentially may have opened up this wall to the kitchen to make it feel a little more airy. You know, 1,360 square feet can feel kind of small if all the rooms are closed off. This looks really good. Nice fireplace that looks to me to be a gas fireplace. Anytime you have logs in there and they look kind of fake or too good to be true, it usually means that it's a gas fireplace. Kitchen is nice and updated. These are not just repainted cabinets. These look like new cabinets that have been installed. I can almost guarantee you that those are soft close, and you have a nice kind of a stock builder grade granite that's on top. Another lovely built-in. Whoever lived here decided to put a little bit of money into this, and they put a nice little built-in bench seat here. So if you wanted to put in a longer kitchen table, that could work fine. Plus, you get the added benefit of some storage down below. All right, this primary suite is actually really nice. It's huge. That looks like a king-size bed to me. You have a nice large walk-in closet there. Again, great job on the photography, whoever did this. I'm impressed. And again, at this price point, well done on the agent who spent the money to hire a professional. I do see another light bulb that's out though. Come on, you gotta pay attention to that stuff. Big fan of the glass, like blue kind of glass tile that they've used for the shower. I think that looks absolutely gorgeous, and the upgraded vanity is a huge plus. All right, next up is 926 Parley Place in Chesapeake, obviously, in the Grassfield High School district, obviously. $429,800, and let's just go ahead and dive into this. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,426 square feet. This kitchen is phenomenal. Look how big and open area this is. This island is enormous. You've got 4 stools, nice and widely placed out. This is awesome, big fan. This is in, I believe, Bryan's Cove, which is a new construction area. This is a resale, which means someone probably lived in on this for only a year or two, and then is selling it because they're moving on to something else. It is a townhome style, so you're gonna be sharing a wall left and right, but with any of these new construction homes, typically, and Ryan Homes does a decent job at this, they put an extra layer of insulation, so all 3 floors are yours, but you have to share the walls with the neighbors. So you don't have anybody up and above with the noise, but on the sides, they do a good job with the sound insulation. Get a nice large double car garage here, nice and clean throughout. You can see that they have some built-in speakers into the ceiling. Nice updated bathrooms. It's a fiberglass shower insert. You know, this is about what you're gonna get at this price point in new construction, unless you spring for the bonus option of a tiled shower. I like that they have a gas range here in the kitchen. That's a nice little touch. I don't think I'll ever go back to electric. You can see that the backyard has a wonderful deck overlooking some of the nature. All right, primary suite, nice and big, king size bed. You have a nice tray ceiling there. Lots of natural lighting coming in, walk-in, master closet, or primary suite, whatever you want to call it. Big soaking tub, dual vanity, tiled shower, goodness gracious. You know, at $430,000 in Chesapeake in this school district, this is about what you can expect. It's gonna have a townhome, you're gonna have a shared wall. At new construction, you're not gonna have to worry about any of the major problems that come with homes that are 20, 30, or 40 years old, or HVAC systems that are old. This one was built in 2019, so only like 3 years old here, so all of the windows, the roof, and all the systems are very young. Moving up in price point, $669,000. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3,884 square feet, 709 floors. Glade is what we're looking at. This is in Cahoon Plantation, which is a fantastic neighborhood. If you're ever in the area and you're looking at buying a place, I suggest you drive neighborhoods. And if you drive through this neighborhood, you're probably gonna fall in love with it. First thing I noticed right away is the roof is in great condition. And you have a full brick exterior. Not like some of these new construction homes or even homes that were built in the 90s where they put a brick kind of veneer on the very front and then vinyl wrapped everything else, making, you know, in my opinion, it kind of looks cheap. You have a nice full brick wrap here, which is awesome for the lifetime maintenance of this property. A nice large 2-door entryway, kind of grand, it looks fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the photographer did a great job on this one as well. I love these floors. Now, you know, a lot of these things can be personal taste. The lighting fixtures, the curtains, you know, the furniture that they put in here, you may love it, you may hate it. Matter of fact, let me know down below whether you love or hate this. But I kind of like some of the old world architecture and look. I probably won't decorate my own home, but when I visit somebody else, I can appreciate this. I love the crown molding throughout, a lot of the trim details, the transom windows, the built-ins. In this office, you have a nice large office kind of bookshelf that's built in. It looks absolutely fantastic. More trim carried throughout the dining space. Nice large open kitchen with nice countertops and backsplash. You know me, I love that gas range. That is almost a necessity in my household. Don't tell my wife, but I think I'm a better cook than she is. Excuse me? I see it more, right? We go into the living room here and you see more built-ins. And with a nice little touch here, they have the lights that are built in there. Guarantee that one of those light switches right there is controls that. That's a nice little touch. Looks like a gas fireplace, which would make sense, you have a gas range. To be honest, most of the homes in Grassfield, probably gonna be about 70–80% of it is gonna have natural gas of some sort, whether that's the water heater, the range, the fireplace, you're gonna have it, and it's a very cheap way to heat and cook. Ooh, tell me what you think about that bathroom wallpaper. Primary suite, huge. I cannot stand these types of beds where you have to freaking climb a ladder to get into. I think it's hilarious. You can even see they got a step ladder. It's like this person's like 4 foot tall and they decided that they need to hike themselves into this bedroom. To be honest, this bathroom to me looks a little bit dated. It's probably in great condition, but I just think some of the touches and fixtures in here just scream 90s, and a lot of 90s style I just was not a fan of. I will admit, dual shower head though is a nice touch. Now, if you don't know what a F.R.O.G is, or a family room over garage, this is a space that typically is not used or can be attic space. A lot of what they did in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s is they decided to convert this into a room where you could do entertainment or game room or something along those lines. And there are tons of homes in this area that do this. I mean, just look at this backyard. It is so beautiful. Again, whoever did the photography, well done, not only on the photography, but I can tell you did proper color correction. It looks gorgeous. All right, let's move on to one of the highest sales in the area within the last 3 months. This place sold at $1,232,000, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, and 5,274 square feet. We're looking at 1413 Paul Eason Drive. This is part of one of those little neighborhoods where they went through. It's only probably 20 or 30 homes. The developer bought this plot of land. They made these nice large plots of 1.5, 2, or 3 acres. And so it's just a little micro neighborhood, and keep an eye out on these neighborhoods. The turnover is really low, so you kind of want to keep an eye on it really carefully. So if you want a lot of space, but a nice grand home that looks beautiful inside, it has an enormous amount of space, but also it's not like a standalone thing in a field out in the middle of nowhere. Like you have neighbors that also kind of have the same expectations or lifestyles. this would be a really good example of that. I will say that this roof does look a hair tired. A lot of homes in this price point use architectural shingles. I very rarely see 3 tabs on these. What would be interesting to see if this is a 50-year shingle, which means that it's supposed to be rated for 50 years. If it's a 30-year shingle, usually those only last 20 to 25 years in our area with some of the weather and things like that. But if it's a 50-year shingle, it might last a little bit longer. This is a really good photo to show the grandness or the space of the neighborhood, each lot, and how big it is. I don't think I would ever personally encapsulate a pool like this. I'm just not a big fan of it. You tell me down below, what do you think? Should you encapsulate the pool or should you leave it open? Now, I see this and I kind of giggle a little bit inside because the old man that is starting to burgeon out, right, is, I'm 38 this year. I see this lawn that has this perfect cross hatching and, you know, respect, game recognized game. Now, it doesn't have furniture inside, unfortunately, so you're not gonna get as good of a sense of space, but you can see that these spaces are basically cavernous, absolutely huge. Very grand, very open, going to give you the sense that you have really spent some money on having a wonderful kind of one of a kind home in South Chesapeake. You don't typically see houses up and above $2 and $3 million, so $1 million goes a long way in this area. That's kind of an interesting touch. I like this glass overlook into the grand kind of entry room here. That's really interesting. I think that's a nice architectural touch. I'm just going to quickly roll through a lot of these photos because I'm going to just let them speak for themselves. Countertops look gorgeous. You got 2 dishwashers. Obviously, you're entertaining here. Nice large refrigerator. A designated laundry room. This room is probably bigger than the first house, like the master bedroom that I had in my first home that I bought. I bought this tiny little 3-bedroom, 1-bath place that had like 1,300 square feet. And this room is probably bigger than my first home that I bought. Look at the size of that shower and soaking tub. Holy cow. Jets on every single wall. And here you go. Here's that encapsulated pool. Again, not my personal touch. I like being open to the elements. But hey, you know, when you got money, you decide what you want it to look like and you can put it up if you want to. So hey, let me know, would this 6-car garage be something that you would be interested in? This one's unfortunately already sold. Until the next price point video, peace.